Hello, GotAUkulele.com. Time for an instrument review. This is a brand I've played quite a bit of over the years, but strangely I've never featured them in a review of their own for a ukulele. I have featured one of their basses before, and that brand is called Kamoa, and this is the Kamoa E3-GC Grand Concert Ukulele. It's an interesting looking thing. We'll come on to that colour in a moment. Kamoa, Hawaiian company that make affordable but decent quality instruments in the Far East. This one's made in China. And they've got quite a range of instruments out there. And as I say, the ones I've always played I've always been pretty impressed with. This is the E3-GC. It's a concert scale ukulele, but they call it a grand concert. And I think that's because it's got this very slight, almost guitar-shaped body, and quite a big, sort of fat, meaty body too. That's all solid spruce in two pieces on the top. It's solid maple on the back and sides. And it's rather attractive. It's all finished in satin, really well made, satin over this staining. So this is a staining of the wood. There's no getting away from it. Very, very red staining. But, you know, it's pretty neatly done. Show my fingerprints. It is pretty neatly done. In fact, it's very neatly done. I like the fact you can see the grain through it, but only just. I have no problem with it. I think it's going to be a bit of a Marmite one. Do you want a red ukulele or not? But, you know, I think it's quite attractive. It's really started to grow on me. We've got some decoration. We've got pearl, cream edge binding with black and white purfling. That sound hole rosette with the concentric rings is really attractive. It's very neat and tidy inside. It's a nice looking instrument, I think. That's a rosewood bridge mounting, bit rough on the finish down there with slotted style and a compensated bone saddle. Up to the neck, they don't specify what that wood is. It'll be a hard wood. There's a joint here and there's a joint here. It's topped with rosewood, which again is a bit scruffy. I don't know what they've got a bit of a problem with their rosewood. I mean, it's not hugely so, just annoying more than anything. It's not edge bound as such. I think they're stained, but the fret ends are wonderfully dressed. It's a really nice shallow neck actually, only 35mm wide at the nut. I'd like that a bit fatter, but it's alright. 18 nickel silver frets with 14 to the body joint. As I say, they're all neat and tidy. We've got position markers at 5, 7, 10 and 12 and a solitary dot on the side. Just one. Better than nothing. Bone nut. The setup on this incidentally is fantastic. This is really nice and low at the 12, perfect at the nut. Probably down to Southern Ukulele Store, who sent it to me on loan because they know how to ship a decent ukulele. I love the headstock with that facing in what I think is rosewood, and the contrast with the red. I think that's really attractive. And that's the part of the Kamoa logo there, inlaid in paler wood. We've got sealed geared pegs with pearly buttons and Kamoa logo on the caps. And they are Aquila strings, as you probably saw from the string tag. But it's a wound low G. Stop putting wound strings on ukuleles, please. Anyway, I don't knock marks down for the strings, and I think it might need a low G because spruce and maple, very bright woods. Let's have a play with it though. As I say, built really well. Oh, the price. About £260 in the UK, so pretty good value for an all-solid instrument with these kind of appointments. Yeah, £260, not bad at all. RRP in America is quite a bit higher, but I think you can get them a lot lower, as is usually the case. It's nice. It feels substantial, but not heavy. It feels substantial because that big, thick body. It is very slightly neck heavy. It's not so much that you really notice it at all when you're playing it. I always mention it. Some are way off and drop like this, like the Cordoba I reviewed. This isn't too bad. It's just very, very slightly trying to go. But other than that, I've just got no other complaints with it, really. And then when you play it, it's got sustain and volume by the bucket load. I mean, it punches. Sustain, sustain, sustain. Sustain, sustain, sustain. Still going. Really nice. And it is bright, but it's not bright. And, you know, the low G is helping, but I'm hearing the C string come through really clearly. I think it's got a lovely tone. Very rounded, yet bright. Punchy, yet bright. Strings going out of tune a little bit. I think that sounds terrific. To me, it doesn't feel like I'm playing a concert. It feels like I'm playing a tenor. I think maybe that's part of the intention. The Kamoa E3-GC Grand Concert, all solid woods, about 260 quid. This gets my recommendation. I appreciate the red might not be for everyone, but I assure you it's really started to grow on me, this one. I like that. Thanks very much to Southern Ukulele Store for the loan. I'll be back next week with another instrument for you. See you soon.